outdoor with the fish garden, and I would have really liked to make a video on the fish garden and what I've done for the past 3 years to basically come to the conclusion, holy crap, I think the frogs are eating everything. I feel like there should be fish churning out here at a much higher rate. We probably have some kind of predators going on, dragonfly larvae as well. But the mosquito larvae are getting out of control. We've got Rosy Red Minnows in there, and they eat quick. They eat a lot. So I'm gonna feed them real quick. This is what I've got. The tarp is down. I had a gut feeling that these galvanized tubs were leaching zinc into my water. I bought a few pond liners, cut them out, and now every steel tub has a black bottom to it. The elephant ears like shade, so I'm taking a risk. I've got the red rosy minnows out here, really as placeholders. They can survive the winters here, right outdoors, and they're just now starting to trust me. And isn't that nature's original deal? Give the animal some food, and that is the first step between caveman and dog. So each one of these is loaded with red rosies, and we are doing quite the die-off. When I first got them, I asked for 36, and the pet store gave me, I think, 180 of them. I later realized he gave me so many because a lot are sick, and they're being treated. I usually come through here and I make my first food run, and then when I go back a second time, all the food's gone because they've relaxed a little bit. They dealt with their hungy-o-bungy. Each one of these are seeded with scuds as well, and I don't think the red rosies are going to let the scuds survive. Really, any overfeeding is going to go straight to the ram's horn snails in these containers. He's like, "Other, don't look at me." I actually don't have the scuds in some of these tubs which have plants I don't have anywhere else. Is this money wart? It's something. And then, of course, the clover, the underwater four-leaf clover, I forgot what it's called. It's there somewhere. There's always a plant species in my room that gets its back put up against the wall because of hair algae or something. In an attempt to avoid mud bucket status, I put big globs of pearlweed in my buckets, anything that didn't have a plant. That pearlweed was infested with scuds, and one of two things are going to happen. And the red rosies will eat everything, and the pearlweed will be purged of scuds, and then I can just sell it. Or the red rosies just live alongside the scuds, in which case I could use little snail bait traps to gather the scuds. I can sell the pearlweed, tell them the scuds are in there. Some people might prefer that. As for breeding and selling the red rosies, I don't know that would lead. They're used as feeder fish. They're diseased. So I guess a good thing about if I had extra red rosies and I sold them on the site, I could probably sell them for a little more money if they're just like not diseased. Put a little red bow on them, tell people to keep them as pets. I don't know. All right, I'm going to show you the nitty-gritty part. I had sick fish in this one first, but I don't think they're going to spread the disease, but I'm going to put my hand in there last to get that dead rosy. You know, I'm debating whether to pull these because the ram's horn are having a little light breakfast buffet here, but for the sake of keeping disease down, we'll keep the dead out of here. It's a good lunch for the snails, and it's a great backup plan. If I miss something, the water's less likely to rot with snails. But with a little overfeeding, we can feed the snails and not give any parasites a second chance in the batting cage. I was visited by the star jasmine fairy. Don't let this in your fish containers. It's toxic, but I find when a toxic plant wants to perform a little garden warfare in your little miniature pond here, again, the snails come in to save the day because they'll eat that stuff and then they don't die. Almost every colocasia and alocasia is toxic when it rots underwater, including the roots. This is my #1 outside scud bucket. Unbeknownst to me, we've got a colony in here, and I don't see any. Really makes me wonder how hungry my minnows are. When I find me a dead minnow, and there's a few for this die-off, they return to the ground to fertilize the plants. Oh good, my foot was stuck in there. Peer into the lagoon, my child. Peer into the lagoon. There's an elephant ear touching the water, keeping an eye on that. And how fun is that? The rosy red minnows are there, but there is one dark one. And I've got a few fathead minnows across all of these buckets, and it's just fun to see. Now we're going to circle back and check out the appetites, and lo and behold, they are out and about, having a blast. They were hiding from me, but that never lasts. Second round of food, let's let the good times roll. We'll go ahead and start loading everybody up for Thanksgiving dinner. I am going to just tap a few pellets in because my other hand is the dead hand, which I was touching the bodies of the deceased of the great die-off here, 2025, the fish garden. I'm actually going to come up behind here and seed everything with ram's horn snails. They're too useful. Everyone should have gotten a few snails from the pearlweed transfer. They're so lively in here, and they get so active when I turn my back. They don't trust me yet. But there's that common fish keeper routine that's developing between me and these fish. It's hilarious every time I turn my back, their personality shows. But even when I look at them again, they get scared and straighten their backs. This is kind of like the perfect pond. You can see everything in this pond. And I mean everything. These Rosy Red Minnows have been with me for about 8 days now, and they just cleared their prasequantal dose. There you have it. Let's catch them having fun. Oh, gotcha. Swinging in like an eagle. Fun, police. Oh, fun. They look relaxed to me. I put this in my tank, and what I've got is a bunch of ram's horn. They grow fast, they're sturdy, and they're the right kind of dirty. So let's do it. All right, we got some friends. I don't think they need any. I'll give them 2. Really, I'm going to do like 1 per column. Here are the 2 tanks without pearlweed. I'll give them 2. Then we got 2 tiny babies in there. And we got the hand, and we got the plan. Oh God, it's so cold. They'll stay out here all winter. This has been another episode of Brenton's Fish.
Join us